has got a new lawnmower.
What?
One of those hover things. Wonder if it's a reconditioned one.
What?
Harold's lawnmower. He's got a new lawnmower, I told you. I wish you'd do that upstairs.
Can't. Draft under the door. Not healthy.
I wonder if Harold might lend it to you.
Then what?
His lawnmower.
In the winter?
Well, you never cut it when it should have been. I'll ask Phyllis.
All right.
You could do it this afternoon.
Can't do it this afternoon. It's Saturday, isn't it?
I thought you said you didn't have a match today.
I rang up Ribvale to arrange a friendly. No point in wasting a Saturday afternoon, is there?
At home, is it then?
Yeah,
So you'll be at the pitch all morning?
that's right.
Why is it always you who's got to go down to the pitch? Mend the goalposts, cut the grass, wipe their noses for them.
Let's not go through all that again, love.
Well, there should be some sort of rota.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, we had a rota last season. 3 matches in a row. The pitch wasn't marked at all.
They just take advantage of you.
Yeah.
I don't know why you put up with it.
They're just kids. Thoughtless.
Liz has got a new dress.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Jade green. With matching buttons all down one side.
Where are my socks?
Well, they always are. I thought I might go into town myself today. You know, see if I could get myself something.
Oh, good.
Perhaps get my hair done at the same time, huh?
Yeah, why not?
Don't know how Phyllis does it. I never seem to be able to find anything that suits me. Don't know how she does it. I'll get a dress then, shall I, Don?
Yeah.
Of course, I mean, I don't spend as much as she does. I could get 2 for what it costs her to get 1.
If you want quality, you've got to pay for it.
You used to come with me.
What?
You used to help me choose once.
Those were the days.
Well, I used to enjoy it.
That's more than I did.
Huh?
Well, we always ended up having a row because the one you were stuck on was the one I could never stand you in.
You're not in for lunch, then?
No, have a pint and a pie with the lads and spread eagle. Save your cooking.
I got steak.
Oh, save it for tonight.
Will you be late?
Same time as usual, back in time for match of the day.
Cool.
See you then.
Yeah. Yeah.
68219. Yes. Yes, it is. That's right, yeah, every Saturday morning. I see. What, do you know where the office is? Ah. Well, what was it about? All right. Hang on. Yeah. Yes, I've got that. No, I think I'll find it all right. Take me about an hour, all right? Bye. Mrs. Redding?
Yes?
Frank Marker. Yours, I think.
Oh. Oh, yes, of course. I'm sorry. Come in. I'll just pop them in the fridge. I won't be a minute. Perhaps you'd like to go through.
Come. yes, yes, no trouble at all.
Well, my husband says when it comes to giving directions, I'm the world's worst.
Really? No, it does you an injustice.
Can I take your coat? Thank you. Tea or coffee?
Oh, whichever's easiest.
Well, I usually have coffee this time of the morning.
Fine, thanks.
How about you, Benny? Instant, I'm afraid.
I'm sorry?
Oh, the coffee. Instant.
Oh, my favourite kind.
Donald polishes those religiously every Sunday morning. You a football fan, Mr. Marker?
No, I'm one of what they call the missing millions. That's your husband, is it?
Yes. Yes, he was about 20 when that was taken. Everybody said he'd play for England one day.
Oh, did he?
No. Cigarette, Mr. Marker.
No, I don't smoke, thank you very much.
Donald says it's a filthy habit. Still, I suppose you've got to do something. Do you have a light?
No, I'm afraid I haven't.
Probably a minute.
Here, let me.
Thank you. Oh,
Thanks.
you're my first private detective.
Oh, yeah. Somebody recommend me.
I got your name in the yellow pages.
I see.
I hope you didn't mind coming to the house.
No.
Well, I could have come to the office, but I thought it would be easier to talk here.
Oh, yeah?
Not married yourself, Mr. Marker?
No.
That must be a help. I mean, in your line of work, not being married.
What was it you wanted to see me about, Mrs. Redding?
Well, oh, excuse me. Come through if you like. I'm sorry everything's in such a mess. These kitchens. Oh, there's just nowhere to put anything. Our other house was an old one. Falling to pieces, really. But at least there was plenty of room. You have a flat, I expect.
That's right, yes.
Don't like flats very much. Sugar?
One, please.
Watching your weight?
No, not particularly.
Still, it does pay to stay fit in your job. How much are your fees, Mr. Marker?
Thank you. £6.50 a day, plus expenses.
Expenses?
Fares, hotels, hire of car if necessary, that kind of thing, you know.
More comfortable in the other room, I think. Coffee all right?
Fine, thanks.
Donald hates coffee. Says it gives him indigestion. Of course, I don't believe him. I think it's just because he prefers tea. He's always liked tea with everything. Even in the days when we used to go out for meals, he always had a pot of tea at the end of it. I prefer coffee myself. I think coffee tastes so much better.
Mrs. Redding.
Yes?
What exactly was it you wanted to see me about?
I'm sorry. I'm talking too much, aren't I?
No.
Oh, yes, I am. I know I am. I always do it. Drive Donald mad with it. Of course, he's used to it by now. Just seemed to switch his head off. Suddenly. Just like that. I can always tell when he has done. Gets this sort of glazed look. And I am worse when I'm nervous. I'm much worse.
Take your time.
People must tell you some things.
Yeah.
Bit like a priest, really.
But I don't know that I've ever thought of it just like that.
I've often wondered what they must think. Things people tell them.
You were saying?
He'd like to come out for a bit. It's Donald. He's got another woman. There's somebody else. I know there is.
And you want me to prove it, do you?
Well, that is the sort of thing you do, isn't it?
Yes. Before we go any further, can I ask you just one question?
Yes?
Why do you want me to prove it? What have you got in mind if I do?
Well, I hadn't really thought.
Well, I think you should. No.
I need to know.
You just said you do know.
I need to know for certain.
How much do you know so far?
Little things.
Such as?
Well, it was the perfume in the first place. I was putting his suit away last Saturday. You know, the one he'd worn, and that's when I first noticed it.
Oh, don't you use perfume yourself?
Oh, it's not mine. Couldn't be, I do know that.
Anything else?
His attitude. Lately.
How do you mean?
Well, it's changed. It's, I mean, Donald was always a warm-blooded man, and lately... I mean, it's not as if he was an old man or anything like that.
You go on.
Well, that's it, really.
Not just the perfume and his attitude.
It's not enough.
Bit thin, I'd say.
Oh, there is more.
Is there?
Oh, yes. Things I wasn't going to mention because, well, it's very difficult to put your finger on them.
Do what sort of things?
Silences.
Between you and him?
When you go into a shop, when you know that people have just been talking about you because of the silence. And then there's the sympathetic looks, of course. You know what they say, Mr. Marker, you're always the last person to find out.
Suppose there is another woman.
There is.
Any idea who it might be?
Donald works over on the industrial estate, you know, in one of the small factories. They have this works football team. Of course, he doesn't play, he just runs it. Now, they have a game every Saturday. And that's where he is today. Marking the pitch, as usual. Well, after the game's over, they all go into the local pub for a drink. The Spread Eagle. I mean, you know what teams are, don't you?
No, how do you mean?
Well, girls. There's always girls hanging about. A special kind of girl. Oh, I'm not blaming Donald. Oh, no. I mean, if a girl throws herself at you, he's only human. And I'm not fooling myself that I'm as young as I was. But I do need to know.
There's a match this afternoon, you say?
Yes. Yes, on the pitch behind the works.
Got a photograph of your husband? A recent one?
Come on, engineering! Oh, not the entire team, mate. Once you've beaten your man, find some port. The back, lads. Back, quickly. Back up, Freddie! Don't just stand there like a girl guide at a funeral! Find space! And you, mate! And you! All right, lads. Backs are even. Plenty of time.
What's Pat Jennings got that Arnie Prescott hasn't?
Good afternoon.
Oh, hello.
How are we doing then?
1-0 down at the moment.
Oh, dear.
Come on, Wally, you've got Freddie free on your left. Put it through, man.
How about that, Ref?
Get that big bastard on the field, ref.
What about that?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was a fracture.
Take it easy. Oh, I can't move him.
Try getting an ambulance.
Yeah, there's a telephone box down the road, about 50 yards. Right. Take it easy, son. Take it easy.
Everything is broken. Still, better safe than sorry.
That's right. Anyway, thanks for the help.
My pleasure.
This fella goes up to my boy and says, I hear you've got a new job. He says, right, a new job? Yes, says this fella. I hear they've made you the new coach to the England team. What? Me, says right, the new coach to the England team? Yes, says this fella. I hear they've taken out all your teeth and put 52 seats in. All right, same again, darling, and packet of wine comes for Freddie here.
Yeah, Miss, half a bitter, please.
I'll take responsibility for that.
Oh, hello. Small world.
Make it a pint.
No, a bit early for that, I think, don't you? Let me get you one.
Oh, I thought it, thanks.
Victory celebration.
Yeah, for the other team, we were hammered 4-1.
Oh, dear. Can't win them all, can you?
We can't seem to win any. Freddie?
How's the patient?
Oh, he's all right. He'll be walking wounded for a couple of weeks, but we can't be too careful with leg injuries. Freddie, pass me our drink, will you?
Frank Marker.
Oh, Donald Redding.
Pleased to meet you. Works team, is it?
Yeah, Vessel Engineering up on the estate, Tom. Small plant.
You're the team coach or something?
That's a laugh.
What's it?
Well, I suppose you could call me that.
What would you call it then?
Team mug.
What mug?
Well, if I wasn't mug enough to arrange everything every weekend, there'd be no team, would there? Still, you've got to do something.
That's right.
What's your pull then? Are you some sort of scout?
Do I look like a scout?
Oh, yeah, a bit. The Mac. Their giveaway.
Ah, no, sorry to disappoint you. I saw the game, wanted to have a look at all. I got this thing, you see, about present-day football. I mean, when I was a kid, soccer wasn't like it was today. I mean, people play because they wanted to play. Nowadays, what is it? Just another branch of big business, isn't it? The amateurs every time.
But they haven't got the professional polish, have they?
Oh, right, I know it's terrible, but at least they're playing it because that's what they want to do, not because they want to make money out of it. You know, stupid.
Yeah, pretty stupid. Phil, welcome to the club. Hello, Glad.
Hello, Don. You're looking fit.
Yeah, it's a lot clean air and fresh living, isn't it?
Oh, is that what it is? I'll have to remember to try it sometime.
Do that.
So you'll be along later then?
Yeah, per usual.
You're going to get us talked about, you know. You really are.
Here we are then.
Oh, sorry.
Hello.
Oh, Gladys Mottram, this is Frank Marker.
Pleased to meet you.
Gladys is what you might call our team mascot.
Is that what they call it?
Can I get you a drink?
No, some other time. Thanks.
Sure.
Yeah, I only popped in for a packet of fags. Must go. Nice to have met you anyhow. I'll see you when I see you then.
If I don't see you first.
Oh, bye.
Right.
That's our Glad, that is.
Oh, yeah.
lost again then?
Yeah, that's right.
I can always tell.
Oh, yeah.
Your face down to your knees. Honestly, Don, I don't know why you bother.
Well, it's because I get the chance to meet so many attractive birds, isn't it?
You want a cup of tea while you're here then?
No, thanks, I have to go.
I'll see you on Tuesday then.
Same time, usual.
All right, can you see yourself out, Don?
Sure. Bye, Clive.
Night, Don.
Donald?
Yeah?
I went into town.
Oh, yeah?
Do you like it?
What?
The dress.
Yeah, nice.
£8.
Oh, bargain then.
You like it then?
Great, suits you.
It's odd, really. I mean, usually when I go into a shop, I see dozens and dozens of things, and I never like any of them. But this time, well, there it was, right in the window. Of course, I knew it was me the minute I laid eyes on it. Phyllis put me onto it.
Phyllis?
Yeah. The shop, I mean. I went over there for coffee this morning. I was telling her, you know, how I admired the things she always wore, and I never seemed to be able to get anything to suit me. And she said, well, what about this shop? So I said, well, of course I'd seen it, but I mean, I thought the things were a bit young for me. Anyway, I went over and there it was. Glad you like it. I've done your steak and chips, all right?
Anything, yeah.
Alan Gowling, another new man going with England.
You started smoking then?
Early touch of the ball.
What?
I said, have you started smoking?
You know I've never smoked. Oh, where'd you get those from, then?
Over there on the telly.
Ball in his face.
They must be Frank's.
Frank?
Yeah, you know, Frank, the boy from the insurance. Smokes like a chimney, non-stop. You've probably forgotten them.
Oh, I see.
I'll give them back to him next time he comes round.
Had recently set the rhythm of the side.
Six eight 219. Yeah, oh, good morning. Yes. Yes, I did. Well, no, nothing at all, really. Well, it's early days yet, isn't it? What, today? Well, can't you bring it over to the office? How's that?
No, something I want to show you. Well, I think it might help. No, I can't really bring it. It's... Well, I think it's important, yes. Oh, well, what, sometime before lunch?
It's all right.
Hello, Madge.
Oh, Phyllis, come in.
Did you go there?
Yes, I did. You got time for coffee?
Oh, well, I was just starting the lunch, really. All right.
Like it?
Oh, that's it. Very nice. Well, it's very much you, I think.
Well, it's very simple, of course.
Well, I don't like fuss.
Well, neither do I.
And she's such a nice girl.
Yeah. I'm very grateful to you.
You must go there again.
I see Harold's got a new lawnmower.
Latest thing. Works like a helicopter.
Donald was wondering if you might borrow it.
Donald? Do you think he'd use it?
I wish I could get him interested in the garden. If he had his way, that lawn would be a flat slab of concrete. I suppose Harold's one of those people with green fingers. Something to do with love, isn't it?
How do you mean?
I think I read it once. Yeah. People we say have got green fingers are actually people who love plants. And plants respond to love.
Really?
Yes. It's a sort of aura. Did you know you could love a garden into producing a better plant? You see, if you love flowers, they flourish. And if you don't, they fade away. A bit like people.
Sexy little beasts.
I'll see who it is. Oh, yeah, Mr. Marker. It'll be about the insurance, will it? Come in.
I'm sorry, I beg your pardon.
This is Phyllis. Mrs. Bentham, my next-door neighbour. This is Frank Marker.
Hello.
It'll be about the new policy, I expect, will it, Frank?
That's right, yeah, the new policy.
Always say you can't have too much insurance these days.
Oh, true.
What company are you with, Mr. Marker?
Oh, it's not so much a company as such, Mrs. It's more of an agency.
Phyllis and I were just going to have coffee, actually.
Oh, I see. Well, look, I'll tell you what, I'll call back, or better still, you can pop in at the
Oh,
office.
now, don't bother. I've got to get back anyway.
You sure?
Yes, I'll see you later. Bye.
Sorry. It's all right. I am sorry. When I saw you standing there, I just said the first thing that came into my head.
No, it's all right, quite understand.
Do you think she realised?
No, not for a minute.
Take your coat.
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Coffee?
I've just had one, thanks.
Bottle of beer. There is some beer. It's, my new dress, you see. She just popped in to have a look at it.
Oh, yes.
Do you know I was voted the best dressed woman of the week once when we were on holiday?
Is that so? Oh, thank you.
Well, it was a holiday camp. I didn't go much on holiday camps myself, but Donald wanted to go. Said it was an ideal place for a honeymoon. A holiday camp.
Really? Cheers.
Had this pale green dress with golden flowers all over it. Cost me a fortune. More than I could afford, really, but still, on your honeymoon.
Oh, yes, quite.
Don said it was the nicest dress he'd ever seen on a woman. I kept it for years. Well, I never really lost my figure, you see. I mean, you don't the same, you know, if you don't have any, beer all right?
Yes, fine. Oh, thank you.
Not that we didn't want any, you understand. I mean, it wasn't deliberate. No. No, it was simply that we, Well, in the end, we went to the doctor and we had all these tests. He said it was my fault. I mean, not that it's ever anybody's fault, really. It's just, well...
Yeah, more bad luck, really.
Yes. Yes, that's what we thought at first. Naturally, we were disappointed. I mean, Donald especially. He wanted a son, you see. Men always do, don't they? But in the long run, we haven't been disappointed. Oh, no. We've been lucky. I really mean that, Mr. Marker. You see, I've seen so many marriages that have been ruined by the arrival of a first baby. Oh, I know they're supposed to seal a marriage, but I mean, I don't happen to think that's always the case. Don't you agree?
Well, I mean, it's not a subject I've thought very much about, really.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm doing it again, aren't I?
What's that?
Going on.
You said you had something you wanted to show me.
Yes. What happened on Saturday?
Well, I told you on the phone. We went to the match, had some drinks with the team in the pub, dropped off some dirty washing, came home.
That was all.
What was it you wanted to show me?
Yeah, but what about the girls? I mean, there were girls there, weren't there?
Yes, there were a couple of girls there.
Well, how were they? With Donald, I mean.
Oh, friendly, I'd say, no more than that. Well, I got the impression they were the girlfriends of a couple of lads in the team.
Oh.
Mrs. Redding, your husband's a middle-aged man. These girls were just kids, barely out of school.
Didn't you know that young girls found mature men attractive?
Did you? At their age?
It's a fact of life.
I sometimes think it's a rumour, actually, put about by middle-aged men.
Do you like this sort of thing, Mr. Marker?
Fair bit, yeah.
Must find it very boring. I mean, of all the things you have to do, you must find this the most boring.
It's a living.
You don't believe a word I've said, do you?
Don't I?
You think I've imagined the whole thing?
Now, what on earth makes you say that?
Impression.
I don't stay in business by making snap judgments.
But that is what you feel, isn't it?
At this stage, I've got no feelings one way or the other. Although I must say that your husband doesn't behave like a man who's being unfaithful. I'm not living up to your expectations, am I?
Oh, please don't go. I'm sorry, Mr. Marker. I'm not usually like this, really. I mean, this thing's just got me. But I mean, Donald, he's the last person in the world I would have ever expected.
You said you had something to show me. Can I see it, please, so that I can go?
Yes, of course. This is the shirt that he wore last Saturday night. No, the lipstick, the collar.
Couldn't you have shown this to me the other day when I was here?
Well, I meant to, but I forgot.
You forgot.
Yes.
Thanks. I'll be in touch.
Hello.
You're late.
Had to call the glasses for the strip.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Tuesday. I'll take those. He was thirsty. I gave him a bottle of beer.
Who?
Frank.
Frank?
Yeah, you know, Frank. The boy from the insurance. Came back for his cigarette, so I gave him a drink.
What's that? Frank.
Yes, he's a nice boy, Frank.
How about that then, ref?
Get him off!
Oh, Frank! Oh, Fred here took my leg off. You lost or something?
Nah, just passing through.
You looking for work?
I'm always doing that.
Skilled or unskilled?
Ah, it's a bit of a moot point, isn't it? What time do you have to be back?
Oh, half an hour, something like that, no? Why?
Well, I'm just going up the pub. Do you fancy a quick one?
Yeah, all right.
Two halves a bit apiece.
Oh, you're one of the Idle Poor, are you?
That's right, yeah. A little word called redundancy.
Oh, what do you do?
Oh, most things, really. Machinist like.
Oh, well, keep me ears open, please.
So, want something to eat?
I've had lunch, then.
Oh, I'll have a meat pie, please. There we are. Cheers.
Bad habit.
What's that?
I'm boozing.
All the best habits are, aren't they? Another game on Saturday, is there?
Yeah, league leaders at home.
Blood match, eh?
You going down?
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
30, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Did you ever play football, Frank?
Me? Yeah. 2 left feet. You look very handy, though.
Oh, I was, once upon a time still. That's another story, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Well, we don't want to go into that now.
Ah, come on.
Well, me and my old man,
Come.
we had it all worked out, you know. I was going places right at the top.
You're going to turn pro, were you?
Well, half a dozen First Division teams wanted me to sign on.
Well, what happened? Did you fancy the life?
You must be joking. It was the only life I did fancy.
Well, why didn't you do it, then?
My old man.
What about it?
If they want you, they'll have to pay for you, he kept saying. You watch it. If they want you, they'll cough up. You listen to your old man and hang on. So I hung on. It's the last match of the season. Not one that even mattered. And me and this stupid left back went up for the same ball and bingo. We're both down. Well, he's all right. He will be, won't he? Big, stupid nit. Me, I'm on my back in hospital.
Well, how serious was it, then?
Oh, ligament's gone behind the patella. So they put you in plaster for 3 weeks and then they wait. If you're lucky, you're out and about in no time. If not, well, there's other things in life besides football, isn't there?
Oh, Sam, a bit tough.
Well, sad little story. So, like I said, it was a long time ago. Are you going to come down and watch the team on Saturday?
I can't see why not.
You want to watch it, they'll be making you the team mascot.
I thought that was, what's her name? Gladys.
Oh, Gladys.
You're down there every Saturday, are you? Dawn till dusk?
Oh, I have to be, don't I? It's all part of life's rich tapestry for the team mug, isn't it? Still, you have to do something.
Your wife doesn't mind.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, lots of women work. Husband's away all day, every Saturday.
Oh, Madge.
Why not?
Well, she trusts me.
You're a lucky man.
She understands me.
Well, what's there for to understand, then?
Oh, look around here. Cooling towers, chimneys, like Dante's bloody inferno when the wind's in the wrong direction. Still, it's pretty so destroying, isn't it? Two hours playing these last.
Thank you.
Have you ever thought, Frank, why there are so many strikes?
No.
Boredom.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, boredom with a job and boredom with the conditions. Madge, she understands that. She knows I'm bored with this bloody job. That's why I have to go down to the park or with the lads on a Saturday pretend I'm Joe Mercer and Don Revie all rolled into one. Stupid, eh?
Yeah, not necessarily.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, cheers.
You married, Frank?
Me? No.
Oh, fancy free.
That's what they tell me.
I suppose it's all right if that's what you want.
But you don't want that.
Oh, not me. I want my dinner cooked, my bed's made and my shirt's ironed.
Yeah.
It's funny really.
What is?
How me and Madge got together.
Why, how was that?
Well, she was just one of the birds, you know, one of the girls who used to hang around the team, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Well, to me, she was just a face in the crowd. I mean, I was a team glamour boy, you know, picturing the paper every week. And then I had my leg done and nobody seemed to want to know.
Nobody except her, eh?
Yeah, that's right. Before we knew where we were, there we were walking down the aisle together. I wouldn't change our marriage, mate. She has her faults, but who hasn't?
Nearly.
One help. She acts on a bit about sometimes about nothing. But that's women for you, isn't it? And you don't have to listen.
No, true enough. Got it.
Comfortable. That's what me and Madge are, Frank. Comfortable.
You found out something. Is that it?
Well, yes and no, really.
Oh?
Yeah, I think you ought to call it a day. Save my time and your money.
Well, that's for me to decide, surely.
Not entirely, no.
Why?
There are two possible outcomes, aren't there? Either I get something on your husband, or I don't.
So?
Well, I don't think I'm going to get anything. Because I don't think there's anything there to be got.
I thought you said you didn't make snap judgments.
I don't, no.
You can be so sure then, can you, after just 5 days?
Sometimes, yes, I'm as sure as you can ever be. Look, Mrs. Redding, you don't work for a living, do you?
Donald didn't want me to work.
No, so you're stuck up in that house for hours on end, on your own.
Nothing to do with it.
No?
I said you didn't believe me.
I told you at the beginning I had a completely open mind about it.
So what happened to change it?
I've talked to him. I've talked to you.
What about the shirt? I mean, the lipstick on the collar.
Well, I don't know. A joke, perhaps. One of the lads in the team, you know, sort of thing they would do, just for a giggle, isn't it?
Well, I don't believe that.
What did your husband say about it?
What?
Well, surely you tackled him about it first, didn't you? Lipstick on the collar of his shirt?
No, of course not.
Well, why not?
Well, because it would have aroused his suspicions.
More suspicious not to, I would have thought. I mean, with a stain as big as that one. Oh, come on, Mrs. Redding, let's be realistic. A man who's being unfaithful to his wife doesn't come home with lipstick on the collar of his shirt.
Why not?
Well, because his mistress, girlfriend would make damn sure he didn't. That's why not. Your husband would have had to have seen that. It was right in the front here. He couldn't have missed it. Any more than she could have.
Where'd it come from, then?
I don't know. Any ideas yourself?
Don't know what you mean.
Don't you?
How many times you seen my husband, Mr. Marker?
Couple of times. Why?
What did you think of him? Did you like him as a person?
Well, I suppose I did, yes.
He's a man's man. Men generally do like him. Whereas I generally have the opposite effect myself. Yes, I talk too much, you see. I fuss, panic, stuff the gaps with words in case there's a silence. Of course, I mean, I knew, Mr. Marker, that was the effect I had on you right from the start.
My personal feelings have nothing whatever to do with it. If I'd come up with anything, you would have got it.
Every single thing.
Well, of course. What else?
What about Mrs. Mottram? Mrs. Gladys Mottram.
What about her?
Did you know my husband visited her twice last week?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did.
Then why didn't you mention it? That's what you were being paid to do, wasn't it?
I'm being paid to find out whether or not your husband's being unfaithful to you, not to provide you with a comprehensive list of all the females he happens to meet in the course of a week. I don't think your husband is playing around. For what it's worth. I could be wrong, of course. I have been known to be wrong. But if he is, it isn't with Mrs. Mottram. You can take my word for that.
No? Then what was he doing at her house?
Your husband visited Miss Gladys Mottram at her house in Beacon Street on Saturday night at 9 o'clock. He left at exactly 3 minutes past. He went there again on Tuesday. On that occasion, he stayed for 5 minutes. They're just good friends, that's all. She washes the strip for the team. He drops it off on Saturday, picks it up on Tuesday. I'm not telling you anything new, am I? It's been happening for years, every week during the football season. And don't tell me you didn't know. Because if you do, I have to say, I just don't believe you. I don't know what's going on here, Mrs. Redding, and quite frankly, I don't want to know anymore. You'll find my bill in there. You take it with you, saving the trouble of posting it.
Just like that.
I don't like ball games, Mrs. Redding. Especially when I'm being used as the ball.
You think I'm some kind of a nut. That's it, isn't it? There is another woman.
Has Madge gone out?
Yeah, she's going to visit her sister in Croydon.
What's this about you going to mow the grass?
Do me a favour?
Well, if you ever get round to it, it's in the shed.
Thanks.
Harold's gone to the Institute. Gardening class.
Better in than me.
Miss me?
All week.
Oh. Oh, hello.
I called round to pay your bill. I thought cash would be better.
Oh, yes, too.
Busy?
Yeah, I was just going out, as a matter of fact.
I won't keep you.
Look, I'm sorry if I was a bit rough on you the other day.
Not at all. You were right. Quite right.
Oh, was I?
I was using you. I don't use people as a rule, but I was using you. I suppose I thought you wouldn't mind. I was paying you. I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, forget it.
Donald wouldn't be unfaithful to me. Last person in the world. Ah, it's just that we've reached that age, you see. What do they call it? The age of indifference. I suppose I thought if somebody started to come round, a man, would have made him jealous. Or at least curious. Anyway, it would have got back to him. I mean, you can't keep things quiet for long where we live. And it's worked. Oh, yes. Really has. These last 2 days have been like a second honeymoon. So you see, it was cheap, Mr. Marker. Cheap at the price. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh. Giving up the team. Gotta sort out the garden.
Congratulations.
Phyllis is gonna get Harold to give him a few tips. Bye, Mr. Marker.
Bye.